My name is Meg Tupa-Lo. I'm a lab technician at IDEXX Laboratories in Elmhurst, Illinois. The ability to communicate with each other really transformed my experience here, from one of silence to a better camaraderie. Communication is so important. I would say the first 4 or 5 years that I worked here, I experienced a lot of frustration. I would wave to people, I would try and spark some communication. I wished there was some way to be able to communicate better, to include that more in our daily lives.
I feel that the My Voice Employee Engagement Survey has opened up the opportunity for employees to share their opinions and to speak up about what they feel they need to make their lives better here. My name is Suzanne Chevalier and I work for IDEXX Laboratories in Elmhurst, Illinois. Meg and everybody here is a very integral part of our everyday lives, and it's important that we are all heard and we all listen to each other and we all know how to speak to each other, whether it's through words or whether it's through our hands. Communication is key.
The day that the 3 employees approached me and said, you know, we would really like to have an opportunity to learn some sign language, maybe a class, you know, could you teach us? And I was taken aback. I thought, really, you want to learn to sign and be able to communicate with me? And they said, yes. I was really surprised. It touched my heart. To have the opportunity to set up a lesson plan using video apps or any other way to provide sign language classes to help employees recognize a better way to communicate with me. So we began using simple words with simple sign equivalents, common words that we would use in the lab, so that we could communicate and do our jobs better. For example, this is the sign for heartworm. Perhaps we're working with documentation that says that the patient is positive for heartworm. I would use signs that indicate it this way, and this is the sign for positive.
The Catch Me Doing Something Right program is an opportunity for employees here to recognize the good that other employees are doing. I nominated Meg for the Catch Me Doing Something Right award because she was very courageous in taking the opportunity to speak up to us about her needs. It was very powerful for her to open up like that and want to teach us. Anybody who's willing to learn, she's willing to teach, and that's great. She has made us aware of ourselves and that we're not all perfect, and all of us have different needs and different opinions and different feelings about what's going on around. And those of us who don't necessarily speak up about it all the time, it doesn't necessarily mean that there isn't something there that needs to be said. It definitely strengthened the bond between her and a lot of people here in this lab. It's helped out a lot.
When I was informed that I received the Catch Me Doing Something Right award here in Elmhurst, Illinois, I thought that was great. But then when I realized it was across the nation, I was totally surprised. I just felt so honored to be recognized. It helps to know my colleagues better, that we can communicate better. I had better relationships with employees, and every time I come into work, I found that that grew more and more. We were talking about the work itself, we were talking about what they had learned, and we were sharing new signs. And that really amazed me, how quickly they're picking up sign language. We don't need to use our voices anymore. We can just sign without the support of English. And they're picking up very quickly what I'm saying. So it's been a real treat. And when I would go home and people would say, how was your day? I had something to talk about. And that's a good feeling. That's how everything has changed for the better now.